Sonic games have a lot of myths in them, like for example, you can push back the bus that chases you in City Escape. Okay, so if we go under this gate here, this giant truck will chase us, and it's this big set piece to end off the level. But as soon as he spawns, if you just turn around and homing attack, and then keep homing attack again, and over, and yeah, okay, look, it's actually working. You can push him right back. I don't know what's going on. I can't jump. Why can't I jump? Okay, if I knock into him and get a coin, or get a ring, he keeps moving back. No, I got the speed boost. What is this? However, I was able to push it back. Myth confirmed. And we're gonna be busting even more Sonic myths to see if they're true or false. Starting off with simple myths, like you can go into the egg carrier's cannons. Okay, so we're on the egg carrier here, and there's a bunch of cannons like these on this ship. And if we go close to one, oh, okay, the hatch opens up, and I'll just go in. And yeah, okay, you can get shot out. It shoots you to this circle. I don't know if this is obvious or not, but I never knew this. Myth confirmed. And we're gonna keep on working our way up to the more weird, crazy, and obscure myths as the video goes on. But for now, you can get on top of the buildings in Speed Highway. Okay, so I'm just gonna go like here, get kind of close to them, spin dash and jump, and yeah, okay, you could pretty easily make it on these buildings. Oh, can I not go higher? What if we go, oh, I get like, okay, I can do it. Hold up, we're gonna spin dash, jump. Oh, we made it to the top. Let's go. And there's secrets up here. You can get like a 1-up. Oh, that's cool. And if we spin dash jump to the building next door, we can get on this too. And there's another 1-up here. So this is really cool. Myth confirmed. The music from the data select screen in Sonic 3 will change after waiting 47 minutes. And I guess now I'm just gonna wait for 47 minutes here. And I guess while I'm just waiting for this, let's bust some more myths in the meantime. There's a secret level select screen in Sonic 3D Blast that can only be accessed by hitting the cartridge. All right, as you can see here, I have a copy of Sonic 3D Blast and a Sega Genesis right here. So let's just start this game up. Okay, so I'm in level 1 here. I'm just gonna flick the cartridge and see what happens. Okay, so now I'm just gonna gently tap on the cartridge. Maybe pull it out a bit. Oh, congratulations. You found the secret level, Celine. What? Level select screen? I can't even talk. I'm gonna click select. And yeah, look at that. We got all the levels. Now, funny enough, this feature was never really meant to be seen by the player. This screen only shows up when the game crashes. And this is because when the developers gave the prototype of this game to the playtesters at Sega, they obviously didn't want the game to crash. So if it did crash during the playtest, it would simply go to the level select screen, which would have made Sega playtesters think they simply unlocked something. So when I hit the cartridge, it actually crashed the game, allowing me to see this screen. Myth confirmed! And guys, this is only the beginning. We have even more crazy myths coming up later, but before we get to those, we have to bust the basic ones first. Like how you can avoid falling down with the bridge in the Knuckles cutscene from Angel Island Zone in Sonic 3. So we walk over on this bridge, and then Knuckles comes out, and if we jump right as it falls, yes! Oh, we don't actually fall down, and we can just kind of stay up here, like we're not in a cutscene anymore, because we have control, but you jumped out of the cutscene. But there's not much here, so let's go down here. Knuckles is still up there laughing, and that's how we start Hydro City Zone. Myth confirmed! Sonic's face is on the dollar bill in Sonic Adventure 2. Apparently, there'll be some money here that has Sonic on the bill. Yes, okay. If we go on these fans, see all these dollar bills floating around? I'm gonna pause, and okay, there, you can see it. See the one on the left? I'm gonna zoom it in for you, but that is definitely Sonic's face on the bill. Oh, here we go, I paused it again. That's an even better look. And yes, it is very low res and pixelated, but still. Myth confirmed! There was a canceled 3D Sonic game collection. This was apparently a standalone game that was gonna bring most of the 3D Sonic games to current consoles in one big celebration collection. And this came from a post on 4chan that claimed this game was gonna be revealed soon. There was also a leaked promotional photo, which started even more speculation because it featured never before seen art. But this picture also caused people to be suspicious, as people figured out the image used a fan-made Sonic lookalike font, so it wouldn't make sense that Sega would use this. And then the artist that made it came forward and revealed the picture to be fake. He even showed different angles and renders of the 3D models used in the image. Myth busted! And hey, if you want to see more myth videos like these, then hit subscribe so I know to make more. Thanks! Okay, so it's been like about 30 minutes now that I've been waiting here, and so far nothing. We have like 17 minutes to go, so I'll see you when we're at 47 minutes. Eggman has a Dreamcast on his seat in the Sonic Unleashed intro cutscene. And apparently when Eggman goes in that little Eggmobile there, as soon as you get like a top-down view... Oh, yeah, okay. I literally saw it for a split second. That scene went by so quickly. Okay, I'll show you like a freeze frame of what I saw. But yeah, there is indeed a Dreamcast in Eggman's Eggmobile. Myth confirmed! Speaking of Sonic Unleashed, you can find someone singing the world map song in the shower. So if we go to the Spagonia stage here at night, to the capital, and then we just want to head to this like first alley here, and one of these windows, someone should be like singing in the shower. This one, listen carefully. Oh, there it is. Take a listen, it's like the world map. Oh, hit those notes. That's cool. That is very subtle and kind of hard to hear, but that is totally true. So, myth confirmed. Sonic was originally going to be called Mr. Needle Mouse. Oh yes, what a name for the guy. I mean, literally, if you look at the original concept art of Sonic, you can see that name on the same sheet of paper. In fact, this was referenced in official Sega products like this Sonic comic, for example. Now, this myth was a prevalent one. Everyone thought that this was just Sonic's original name. But in all this time, did anyone ever ask the original creator of Sonic if this was true? No, they didn't. Because recently, in 2021, Sega had a quiz for fans where one of the questions was, what was Sonic's original name? And the correct answer on this quiz was Mr. Needlemouse. But when Sonic creator Yuji Naka saw this quiz for himself, he was confused, as he said that was never his name. Alright, so what's this Mr. Needlemouse then, and where does it come from? Well, basically, the word hedgehog in Japanese was mistranslated into needle mouse for English. Since Sonic's original name was Mr. Hedgehog, it translated to Mr. Needlemouse. So all of this was one big mistranslation. Myth busted! There was a cancelled Sonic game that starred Knuckles. The founder of a fan site, Sonic Stadium, reportedly received a phone call that gave details about an upcoming Sonic game that starred Knuckles the Echidna this time instead. Yeah, it was a DS game that was going to be made by Traveler's Tales, the company that made Sonic 3D Blast and Sonic R. There were even screenshots of this game posted onto the fan site Sonic Stadium. And from these images, we can see that this game was going to be like Sonic Rush, but instead Knuckles would be the main character. You'd even have certain power-ups, as shown on the bottom screen, that would go on your Knuckles and give you new abilities. This was looking pretty cool. It was even going to be a 2.5D platformer instead of a treasure hunting game like Knuckles' other levels. But this game never actually came out because the creator revealed it to be just an April Fool's joke. Myth busted! You can use 2D wisps in 3D sections in Sonic Colors. Okay, so there's certain wisps in this game, like this cube wisp, that can be only used in 2D. And as you can see, it just flips the platforms because it's used for a bunch of 2D platforming sections, right? But if you take one of the blue wisps all the way to the end of this level here and then pull back, don't jump and, okay, or do that. Just avoid hitting that end goal like that, because normally this is like on rails and they kind of force you to get the end goal. But since I'm in a 3D space with a blue wisp, I'm just going to use it. And yeah, okay, it totally works. The game didn't crash, it didn't do something crazy, but this is like the only place in the game in 3D where you can use a 2D wisp like this cube one. Myth confirmed! If you stay still for long enough in Sonic CD, then you'll get a game over. And I'm just gonna make this very easy on myself. I'm gonna do nothing and see what happens. So Sonic, he's already looking antsy. I mean, he's like pissed that I'm not even moving. So far, just a whole lot of boredom and a whole lot of nothing happening. Oh, he did that. Oh, he's jumping, and it's a game over. Sonic killed himself. He got too bored. He'd rather die than get bored. Jeez, what have I done? And it legit gives you a game over. It puts you at the title screen, so this is totally true. Myth confirmed. You can play as Knuckles in Sonic 1 if you plug in Sonic 1 to the Sonic & Knuckles cartridge. So if you didn't know, Sonic & Knuckles was essentially DLC for Sonic 3. It came in this cartridge that you'd attach Sonic 3 on at the top of it. And it would add a bunch of new levels, plus Knuckles as a character. Also, if you plugged Sonic 2 into this cartridge, then you could play play as Knuckles in that game as well. So then what if you plug in Sonic 1 to this cartridge? Naturally, rumors came out that you could play as Knuckles and even Tails by attaching Sonic 1 into Sonic and Knuckles. So let's see if this is true too. Okay, so here we got Sonic 1 and Sonic and Knuckles. Now let's just attach them together and let's pop this thing into the Sega Genesis. Now let's turn on this console and see what happens. Oh. No way. Okay, it just says no way. Yeah, so these two are like incompatible. You don't unlock any secret characters. Myth busted! There was a canceled Sonic point-and-click adventure game. Yeah, like you know all those puzzle type games on PC where you'd basically just click on different objects to interact with them? Well, apparently the developer Telltale Games were planning to make a game like those, but starring Sonic this time. There's also this photo online that showed what the game would have looked like, where you can see Sonic interacting with this robot that has a bunch of prompts over him. And the style seemed to match the other point-and-click adventure games too. So then what happened to this mysterious game then? Well, because of course it was. Turns out this photo was later revealed to be fake, as it was just an April Fool's joke yet again. Myth busted! Sonic Adventure 2 was gonna have branching storylines at one point. Yeah, you know how Shadow the Hedgehog had these branching storylines with multiple endings? Well, apparently this feature was supposed to be used in the game before, Sonic Adventure 2. Many game news outlets and websites reported that this was true. There was even an example of this shown in the UK Dreamcast magazine, where it described a scenario where Sonic was trapped in a sinking submarine, and then the player could choose if he wants to escape the sub or pilot the vessel to safety. However, when game historian Liam Robertson asked Sonic director Takashi Iizuka about this concept directly, he simply said that this was never a feature. Myth busted! Now let's go back to the file select music myth. Okay, so if I timed it right, we should be at 47 minutes now. Oh, what is that? Hear that like extra beat to the song? Oh my, it actually is different. No way. I mean, it's still the same basic tune, but it's got that extra like, you know, triangle, that extra chime in the song. Oh, now it's going crazy. I kind of like this extra chime, so this is a cooler version of this song, definitely. Myth confirmed. The characters will have different dialogue in Sonic Generations, depending if you're playing as modern or classic Sonic when you save them. Okay, so I just beat the stage as modern Sonic, and let's see what Amy says after you save her. Alright, she's like, Sonic, you saved me. I'm afraid I'd never be able to flirt with you again. Okay. And facepalm by Sonic. Yep. Okay, and now I went back as classic Sonic and beat that same stage to save Amy again. And thank you, Sonic. You look younger every day. What's your secret? Oh, so it is different because he came first, so that's why she said he looks younger. Myth confirmed. There was a cutout zone from Sonic 2 called the Genocide City Zone. Yeah, a Sonic location with the name Genocide City Zone. Surely that's too graphic to be a Sonic location, right? Well, if we go back and look at the beta for Sonic 2 and go to the level selection screen, we can see Genocide City Zone as being one of the levels. There was also this image of an E3 report that got leaked online, which showed a picture of what this zone would have looked like. But this doesn't really make sense when you realize that E3 started in 1995 and Sonic 2 came out in 1992. So if this was supposed to be shown off at a gaming convention, it would have been shown off at the Consumer Electronics Expo. Alright, so what is going on with this zone? Well, Sega was actually working on this zone, which is why it was in the official Sonic 2 level select, but this leaked image was fake and was made by a Sonic fan known as Blaze Hedgehog Online, who revealed how he created it. He said he used assets from Vector Man 2, Sonic 2's Metropolis Zone, and Sonic 3's Launch Base Zone to make this picture. So while there's no actual official images of this planned zone, Sega has confirmed that they plan to include it in the original release. So, myth confirmed! there was a canceled Sonic Adventure 3 game. Yes, this is possibly one of the biggest myths throughout the entire Sonic franchise. And it started back in 2002 when several gaming news companies posted rumors about Sonic 3 being in development, but they didn't really have any concrete details on it. However, after many years of waiting and speculation and even more waiting, we never saw a release for this game. But that didn't stop this myth from constantly being posted again and again by gaming news sites. It's like the myth that never dies. So did this game get cancelled or something then? Well, people have also speculated that Sonic Adventure 3 either became Sonic 06 due to that game's branching storylines and it being set in a human world again, or Sonic Unleashed due to that game being called Sonic World Adventure in Japan. However, this wasn't the case either, because Sonic producer Takashi Iizuka then said that he thinks the Sonic series has advanced past the Sonic Adventure games, and he'll only make a new one if the gameplay has evolved enough for the series, which finally puts the speculations of Sonic Adventure 3 to rest. Myth busted!